Unlike many other sports, professional wrestling rarely uses a win-loss column. In WWE, where wrestling results are predetermined by the people in charge, a win or loss is not as detrimental as it is in other professional sports. It isn't a rarity for wrestlers to lose many times, to then become world champion just as quickly, as it is for a wrestler to win loads and become disliked by the fans constantly. However, some undefeated streaks in the universe of WWE have lasted the test of time, hold their weight, and have become immortalised in the history books. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and here are the 8 best wrestling streaks of all time. Welcome to the club. In number 8, we have the perfect streak for Mr. Perfect. While this streak isn't as legitimate as Goldberg due to several losses at house shows, Mr. Perfect's streak was sold with WWE TV shows at the time. Kurt Hennig's gimmick of becoming Mr. Perfect became arguably one of the greatest debuts in WWE, with the streak lasting nearly 2 years into his debut at the Big Dub. While this undefeated streak never led to a title for Hennig, sadly, it did push him into becoming a legitimate player in the WWE, and would see him becoming the Intercontinental Champion shortly after the end of his streak. In number 7, we have Tatanka's failed title push. While still very impressive to get booked the way he did for over a year, the undefeated streak of Tatanka in the WWE may go down as one of the most forgettable unbeaten streaks. Most undefeated streaks will normally see the character pushed up into a title chase or even into the main event. However, Tatanka stayed in the lower mid-card area and never really got the push he arguably should have. The biggest feat of his unbeaten streak was beating Shawn Michaels in a match for the Intercontinental Championship. Albeit he only won by countout, the title never changed hands and Tatanka never got that chance again, and then got beaten by one finger by Ludwig Borger. In number 6, we have the Ring General's finest performance. One of the most dominant and best booked wrestlers on the planet, the Ring General Gunther. His undefeated streak from his call up to the WWE's main roster may be one of the most famous. Thus does have some recency bias for that claim. After incredible showings in NXT UK and NXT, there was doubt by fans that the name changes from Walter to Gunther meant his dominant persona may have been left in developmental. Those doubts were quickly squashed with Gunther going undefeated only 2 days shy of 2 years, which included his record-breaking Intercontinental Championship run. The streak of Gunther is arguably the best example of an undefeated streak working in WWE, with the Austrian now being World Heavyweight Champion, and is seen by many as the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. In number 5, we have Asuka's reign of dominance. Another example of how WWE has learned from failed undefeated streaks of the 90s, the dominant run of Asuka in NXT and the main roster won't be forgotten easily. The Empress of Tomorrow's near 3-year streak came from her debut in NXT all the way up until her loss to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 34. This streak could arguably be even better than Gunther's, with Asuka also winning the Royal Rumble within her streak and showcasing to the WWE world what the pinnacle of Japanese wrestling looked like. In number 4, we have the Fabulous Moore's Hall of Fame run. While the records of the Fabulous Moore are always seen as inconsistent, with multiple accounts saying otherwise, her undefeated streak for nearly 3 years cannot be discredited, as she became a juggernaut in the NWA's women's division. Moore became well known for her, in big air quotes here, 28-year reign as the women's champion. Her first reign lasted a whopping 10 years, with Moore quickly becoming seen as the first female superstar in professional wrestling. Starting in late 1957 and only coming to end in May 1960 at the hands of Fran Gravett in a 2 out of 3 falls match, Moore's several runs with the NWA Women's Championship will go down in the history books. Or maybe they'll be erased now, but they would have. In number 3, we have the head of the table. The streak that could be seen as one of the most significant in WWE over the past decade, if not longer, Roman Reigns' ascendancy to the head of the table from the big dog will live in the memories of many WWE fans. Reigns' ability to capture and unify both the WWE Championship and then the WWE Universal Championship made him the most wanted man in all of wrestling, with the Tribal Chief constantly main eventing WrestleMania. The end of this streak came at the hands of the recent Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso in a tag team match at Money in the Bank 2023. While the titles did not change hands, the streak did come to an end. Beating the likes of Daniel Bryan, Edge, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes whilst being the champion was an incredible feat, and it would be the American Nightmare who would finally topple the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania 40. In number 2, we have Hulkamania running wild. While Hulk Hogan may be more known now for what he's doing outside the ring, the dawn of Hulkamania is arguably the biggest reason why the WWE became as well known as it is today. Beginning after being re-signed by Vince McMahon and the WWE, Hogan quickly went on to defeat the Iron Sheik for the WWE Championship in 1984. This streak that saw him main event 3 straight WrestleManias, body slam Andre the Giant, form the Mega Powers with Randy Savage, and popularised WWE into what it is today. His streak would come to an end at the hands of Andre the Giant at the main event with the help from Ted DiBiase and some twin magic from the referees. In number 1, we have The Streak. The most iconic streak in all of professional wrestling, and helped to elevate WrestleMania even more somehow. The Streak, as it came known to be, was part of The Undertaker's dominance at WrestleMania, and it's easy to see why it takes the top spot. While the 21 straight wins at WrestleMania arguably came as an accident, with the streak only really beginning to be referenced in The Undertaker's feud with Randy Orton in the build-up to WrestleMania 21 in 2005, the streak turned The Undertaker into the legend that he is today. He defeated the likes of CM Punk, Batista, Edge, Shawn Michaels and Triple H as part of the streak within the streak, and then also other stars like Kane and Diesel. The streak started to become a co-main event at every WrestleMania, with wrestlers trying to challenge the impossible and to beat the streak. That's part of the reason why Taker very rarely actually fought for the world title at WrestleMania, because you have 2 matches, Taker's matches and then the brand he was on's title match. The streak did unfortunately come to an end in quite sad fashion after 21 straight wins at the hands of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30, a choice that has been argued about ever happening even to this day. The streak of The Undertaker at WrestleMania saw him capture the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championships 3 times, but also put on 2 of the best matches of all time with Shawn Michaels, 2 of the best matches of all time with Triple H, 1 of the best matches of all time with CM Punk, a fantastic match with Edge, and many more. And there you have it, there's our list. So what do you think? What's your favourite streak in wrestling? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button if you are new around here. That's all for now, so to thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Welcome to the club.